Hey guys, it's BW and I'm back out in the garage. I wanted to start this video off and talk about what happened to my good friend Country Boy Gas Garage. Not only is he an ally to me on YouTube and a collaborator, he's a close personal friend. And it shook me to the core what happened. One click and a channel he worked so hard to build evaporated. It was gone. 20,000 subscribers out the window, an 850,000 video he had that was climbing. He's still getting thousands of views a day. He could have let it get him down. He could have thrown the towel in and said enough, but he didn't. He started up another channel, and I would ask that anybody that watches my videos and you haven't heard about what happened to him yet, to go ahead and click on this link up here, and I'll also put it in the video description down below. Head over, give the man a subscribe and a like. I mean, he picked himself up, brushed himself off, and he's putting his channel back together. There's still a chance that YouTube is going to be able to find his channel and restore it, but as of right now, it doesn't look good. I thought I had the answer for him. I was so excited. I told him, I called him up and I was like, hey, listen, and I left him a message. I was like, hey, listen, I don't know if you know, but we have that video where I featured your channel and maybe the link, and perhaps YouTube could use that to get it back. But he had already thought of that. They tried it, that avenue, I guess, the link, and it didn't work, or it went back to his new channel. And it's just a big mess right now. But I'd appreciate it a lot if you guys that support me go over and support Jason. Okay, we talked about it in length our last Friday Night Live, and we'll talk about it again this week a little bit. And I just want everybody aware of what happened to my guy there, and let you know, if you're a creator, hey, it could happen to any one of us. We're a small group, we all stick together. Whatever happens to one of us happens to all of us, at least as far as I'm concerned. All right, especially whenever it's somebody like Jason. All right, so that's what I have on that. Next thing I want to do is show you guys the parts that have come in for us in our garage. So just give me a minute. Hey guys, thanks for swinging by the garage. I wanted to remind you, it'd go a long way to supporting our channel if you took the time to hit the subscribe button, the like button, and share. All right, thanks. All right, guys, just wanted to start off and show you that the battery box cables are here, so we're going to be able to get that job going real soon. I picked up some grommets. I got an assortment. I'm not really sure what sizes we're going to gobble up, so we'll play it by ear. We got a little bit of everything, and we'll replenish whatever we use the most of. We got the shrink wrap for when we make up some cables, keep things nice and neat. We got a thing of lugs. I wanted to try these. I've been wanting to try these for a while. They're little soldering pellets. You drop them in, and it's supposed to be the perfect amount. I always just usually use regular solder. I'll keep some on hand, but I wanted to try these, so we're going to try them. We got the straps to hold up the cable and keep everything nice and neat. I always like these. The regular old grounding straps, they go from the frame to the body. So I'm going to put 4 of these in strategic locations, but I am going to put a number 2 in the front and the back. We're going to have this thing grounded like crazy. I also have this. I always seen and use these on the motor. They go from the motor to the frame, nice and long. So, you know, we're going to be well grounded, you know. I think Dan said last month, Burr told him he can never have enough grounds. So it has to be true. I don't know. All right, so the switch. I wanted to put this switch in the key tumbler hole, and this one is just too big. It's not gonna work out. Come over and show you. All right, so the mechanism is right behind the hole, and if I take the red switch off, I might be able to fish it up in there and put everything back on, but then the lugs are just gonna make contact. There's just not enough room. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look online and see if there's an alternative switch I can use, maybe a smaller switch or something with the lugs that come out the side. We're gonna see. I'll see what's out there. If not, worst case, we'll just put a key tumbler in here and we'll move the switch off to the one side even with it, but we are going to keep it on a trunk lid. I'm not giving up 100% of hope here yet, but I'm gonna temper my expectations. All right, so then, oh, by the way, yeah, this showed up, the control valve for the heater cores here. Been waiting for that. So that's gonna be a nice little hodgepodge job, a little side job to do, you know, on a boring night whenever I get home late from work and I still want to get something done. That's a nice little job. You guys saw we just did the Nova hood. All right, we got that in epoxy. I grabbed some of these trim nuts. I wanted to get them here. I'm gonna just go ahead and put the trim back on when I put the hood back on the car. That way we don't lose track or lose anything. You know, this epoxy isn't completely set up yet. It's been too cold. You know, the product says it wanted 4 days. We're on day 3 or 4, somewhere around there. And it's still not set up. I thought it was, but when we were talking about our friend Jason, I had my elbow and it made a little mark, a little indentation in there. But it's no big deal, guys. I mean, a couple fuzzies even settled, but one swipe over with a block and it's going to be fine. You know, it come out really well. I'm impressed with it. It's a good product. You know, a couple people asked, did it fill the pitting? Not really all of it, okay? This is not a build primer. This is just to protect against rust. The goal here was just to stop the rust in its track and protect against future rust. When we're ready for body work, we'll scuff this and put high build primer on. The high build primer will take care of all those little pitty marks and stuff. Now, a little bit of it got filled up. You can't really feel it anymore, but you can still see it. All right, so there's that. Oh, look at this piece of glass. Now, this ain't my glass. Well, wait a minute, it is now. But the glass I've been holding for a few years is still under this bench in the back. But our glass man showed up, Steve, and he's gonna help me when the time comes, which is gonna be very soon, to put the glass in this car. So he stopped by and he had this piece there at his house and he brought it over and gave it to me. I gave him the rear out of the old 55 rear. All right, so he needed that for a project he's doing, and we worked out a trade. So he'll be over to help me put this in, and he gave me this piece of glass. Now I bought the trim clips for the 55 with this kit with the rubber and everything, but he says we're not going to use those, and I'm very curious. Now he's known to be able to put Tri-5 glass in really good. And what he says he uses, I want to say he said Ford truck trim clips work better than the Tri-5 ones for the Tri-5. The guy knows his stuff, so I'm just going to go along with what the man says, and we're going to get this window put in together, and obviously you guys will be there to witness it when the time comes. All right, so we got that coming up. But this weekend, and I'm super excited, I'm going to put the roll bar in the car. Okay, it's here. I love fabrication work. The roll bar's here. I've already done some preliminary measurements. It's too high. It won't go in yet, but it's gonna. I got a plan. We're not trimming this. We got a plan. All right. I did some preliminary measurements. We're gonna have to make outriggers. I think what I measured on the frame, I think it's around 41 inches, and this is larger. This was like 44 and something, or 45. So it would be on the outside of the frame. So we're gonna make outriggers, and I have that in my brain how I'm going to do that already. All right, and I promise you guys will be along for the entire journey of getting that in. That's going to be that's the very first job we're doing next. I'm excited. I love fabrication work. I love sharing with you guys and bringing you along. You know what I mean? So that's what we got going on in BW's Garage. If you're new to the channel and this is the first time you've watched, we have a Friday night live stream, and we do it every Friday at 8:30 Eastern time. And we're going to talk about all this stuff we just looked at, and we're going to go over how we're going to do the project. And if you have a channel and you want to talk about your projects, come on in, talk about it, join the fun. All right? So until next time, take care, everybody.